What are the best alternative ways to get any public document kept in the government records except invoking RTI Act, that is Right to Information Act of 2005? Firstly, in order to understand what are the alternative ways to get any public document kept in the government records, we have to understand what are the limitations of RTI Act, so that we are focusing on its alternative ways to get any information from the public authority. Firstly, in order to get any information under the RTI Act, we have to invoke section 6 of RTI Act, which tells that we have to write application to that particular authority, and we have to attach rupees 10 Indian postal order, and we have to completely write what information we need straightforwardly. And if we need an additional copy or additional video recording or anything else, then we have to pay an additional sum of money whatsoever is mentioned in the RTI Act. Now, what if you need in this RTI Act, there is a provision to provide information within the period of 30 days to the particular public information officer, and if we provide false or misleading or he does not provide information within the prescribed time limit, then we can approach an appellate authority, and he has got a time of 45 days. There is so much lengthy procedure. These are the in RTI Act there is the very lengthier process. Now, what if you need that information in urgent basis, emergency basis, within a period of 7 days or 1 day or 2 days whatsoever? Then we can invoke section 76 of the Indian Evidence Act. In this section 76 of Indian Evidence Act, there is a provision of providing that particular information within a period of 7 days from that applicant makes application to that particular authority. And if he pays doubles the sum, that is for under the section 76 of Indian Evidence Act, we have to pay and charges of 5 rupees to get any information from the public officials. And if we want that particular information in emergency basis, then we have to pay an additional sum of money, that is double the sum what is in normal cases, that is 5 rupees in normal cases, and if we need that information in emergency basis, then we have to pay double the sum, that is 10 rupees we have to pay. After paying 10 rupees, there is the provision to provide that information within a period of 24 hours. And if that information is under the circumstances that government officials cannot provide that information for the security or some regions until in that section, then they can refuse to provide that information as well. There is a provision. Now, what if public official does not provide that information within a period of 7 days or 24 hours after that application? Then we can give legal notice to that public authorities under the sections of Consumer Courts, Consumer Act. We can issue legal notice to that particular public officials. How can we issue legal notice? Because there is the relation between the public officials and us, that we have paid a particular sum of money to that particular authority to provide the information within a prescribed limit, and he or she refuses to provide that particular information. And after that, we can approach to the consumer court to on denial of that. If it is legitimate, if it is legal to get that particular information within a particular period of time, and it has not been denied with malified intention. If it is being denied to provide information for security reasons or the reasons which may cause harm to the country, or there is some parameters, standards laid down in the Indian Evidence Act, then we can approach the courts, and the court can direct for compensation as well. There is a many case in which the compensation has been provided, and many cases there is been disposed of. Therefore, this is a best alternative ways to get information from the public authority, except invoking RTI Act, and we can invoke this section 76 of the Indian Evidence Act, so that we can get that particular information within a period of 7 days, or if we pay an additional, that is double the sum of money, then we can get that information within the 24 hours of that application.